The Pranamaya Kosha is also called as energy sheath. The Pranamaya Kosha gives the energy to the gross body. Gross body, the body has got its warmth because of Pranamaya Kosha. That is why Pranamaya Kosha also is called as a Pranagni. It gives the warmth to the body. When the Pranamaya Kosha leaves the body along with the soul, the body becomes cold. If the Pranamaya Kosha, it vitalizes each and every energy body, energizes each and every part of the body. For example, person with having stroke cannot move certain limbs because the Pranamaya Kosha has withdrawn from that part of the body. It has withdrawn when the Pranamaya mobility stops. Pranagni means which gives the motion to the limbs of the body is called as Pranagni. Pranagni, and our life is sustained because of the Pranagni. When the Pranagni goes, the first thing they say if the person is alive or dead, through the feeling, if the body has become cold or still warmth is there. Warmth means still Pranagni is there. The prana means prana, one which gives the special energy to the body is called as prana. Special energy, prana makes the Pranamaya Kosha, makes the body flexible, makes the body light and agile, energetic. The person who is a very dull person and they say, why, what is wrong with you? You look so dull. The person, people, they call it as a preta kala, like a person has died. If you look at a person who has died, there is no luster in the face. You look like a preta. Preta means there is no luster. When a living person has a glow in the face, luster in the face, because of the prana, the Pranamaya Kosha. Pranamaya Kosha takes along with the, when the soul leaves, this is, I mentioned earlier, this is Sthula Sharira. When the soul leaves, Pranamaya Kosha accompanies that soul. Even soul is protected up in the air. It is called as aerial body, ethereal body, or Sukshma Sharira. Sukshma Sharira also is protected. It is soul is called as a seed. Seed has to be protected. Seed won't die, it has to be protected. It's covered by Pranamaya Kosha. The soul moving freely in the air also it's protected. It is protected and the soul until the linga sharira. There is a sthula sharira. The Pranamaya Kosha is attached to the soul, moves along. It moves from one body to another as long as the Karana Sharira is there. Karana Sharira means the causal body. The causal body, as long as the latent energy is there, tendency is there, Pranamaya Kosha accompanies. When the soul gets the Linga Sharira, the innermost Sharira is called Linga Sharira, when the soul gets liberated and moves out along with the Brahmaji, then Linga Sharira breaks. Until then, Prana Sharira is there. Linga Sharira breaks means soul becomes radiant, sustained by itself. Until then, the soul gets liberated along when the Brahma's lifespan ends. Until then, even the liberated people, they stay in the Satyaloka. So and Pranamaya Kosha is there. When that one liberated, they go, they get liberated, move to the liberated, along with Brahma, takes all the liberated souls and to the liberated world, Vaikunta. It is called as Vaikunta, and another Brahma comes. So Pranamaya Kosha takes along. We moves from one body to Manomaya Kosha, takes the prana, soul from body to body, as long as the afflictions are there, called as kleshas. As I mentioned, as long as avidya is there, ignorance is there, Pranamaya Kosha, though I am failed. In the beginning I talked about the game of the life, I failed, but still Pranamaya Kosha is protecting. Pranamaya Kosha is protecting. The avidya, ignorance is there. Ignorance children are the arrogant living, ego, raga, dvesha and abhinivesha. It tags along. As long as klesha is there, Pranamaya Kosha takes the soul from body to body. The Karana Sharira, I mentioned, Karana Sharira is because of the Klesha. Kleshas, nothing but Karana Sharira. When one overcomes, then it is a Linga Sharira. That's the only one more layer to be taken off, Linga Sharira. Linga Sharira, it happens in the last phase, and everyone breathes. Breathing is not called as pranayama. Breathing, everyone breathes, whether we know or not, as long as the person lives, one breathes. Breathing is not called as pranayama. Pranayama is defined as breathing with awareness is called as pranayama. Conscious breathing is called as pranayama. Breathing, Patanjali talks about tasmin sati shwasa prashwasa yorgati vichedana pranayamaha. The rate of breathing, when you are conscious of your breathing, rate of breathing slows down. When the rate of breathing slows down, mind becomes calm. Body gets relaxed. People with various physiological condition, psychological condition, pranayama is recommended. As Patanjali says, when we start breathing consciously, mind becomes calm, serene. Mind becomes calm and serene. The Manomaya Kosha, Manomaya, when it becomes calm and serene, mind no longer troubles us. Pranayama, it is talking about. Patanjali further talks about, this is the first type of pranayama, conscious breathing. The second and the third one, Patanjali is talking about, it is bahya abhyantara, the stambha vritti, bahya abhyantara stambha vritti, desha kala samaya bhi parivdrusto dirgha sukshmaha. When start conscious of that one, stambha vritti, kumbhaka. One is able to hold the breath in bahya abhyantara, inside, able to hold the breath in a place, in any place, and the lower lungs, middle lungs, upper lungs, or outside area, desha, and the time, any time, and samaya, how long one can, dirgha or sukshma, can hold the breath out or in, long or small. Accordingly, when one starts breathing consciously, able to do the kumbhaka. Kumbhaka means retain. retain, we say, I forget. I hear so many things, I forget. Why? Kumbhaka is not there. My pot is empty. This pot is empty. Through the pranayama, through the kumbhaka pranayama, you can energize the memory shell. You can energize the memory. Memory is the manomaya kosha. Enlivens the manomaya kosha. Patanjali further he talks about these are the first is awareness, breathing with awareness. The second one, the desha kala samaya be paridrusto dirga sukshmaha, and able to hold it in a place, kumbhaka. The third one, Patanjali talks about. The fourth one is talking about bahya abhyantara vishaya akshepi chaturtaha. Talking about the fourth type of the pranayama, kumbhaka. It is called as kevala kumbhaka. When you experience what is not heard, what is not seen, when you experience that one, your akshepi, bahyabhyantara vishaya akshepi. Whatever somebody has told, whatever, you have never experienced that experience, then breathing naturally comes to stop. That is chaturtaha, the fourth level of pranayama. Fourth level of pranayama, what a marvel. I never experienced that one. Then what happens? When I experience that one, it is no scripture has talked about, no teacher has talked about. I experience that one. I experience that one. I never heard. When I experience, tata kshiyate prakasha avaranam. When one experiences the fourth one experiences the light within. All the covering the inner light melts down, tata kshiyate. Realizes the light, universal light within one's self. Prakasha avaranam. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna talks about apane jihvati pranam pranapana apane tata pare pranapana gati rudva pranayama parayana. Sri Krishna is talking about prana apana gati rudva. Kumbhaka. He's talking about kumbhaka, kevala kumbhaka. When it happens, one experiences the Vasudeva within, light within. So, pranamaya kosha, pranayama not only is beneficial for the physical body, we're looking after this package, makes it agile, flexible, light and healthy, keeps the mind calm, serene. It takes us to the final realization of a yogi. It takes us to the realization, the craving, the yogi's ultimate goal. I have to experience that light. I heard in people talk about inner light. I never experienced that one. I want to experience. Patanjali talks about when they go into the fourth step, then the inner, the light, tatakshiyate prakasha avaranam, removing the covering of the inner light, it follows after that. You need not have to worry, you are on the course. Pranayama elevates us towards the not only in the day-to-day living, to handle the day-to-day challenges, makes the manomaya kosha come under the sway of vijnanamaya kosha, and this memory becomes very sharp, very attentive, memory becomes sharp. From there, it takes us to the Anandamaya Kosha, the bliss. One experiences the light within, the path of yoga, journey of yoga, goal of yoga can be realized through Pranamaya Kosha.